In today's video, we're going to be talking about Gyeon Leather Coat. We're going to be applying this to my wife's brand new Ram Rebel, and I'm going to talk to you guys about, obviously the full installation process, but also why I like this product for the situation that I'm going to be going in with, as opposed to using something else like Kokemi Leather Star or a million other products, right? Geist has a fantastic kit for leather care and protection. Color Lock has them as well. There's a bunch of things out there, but in this situation, I'm going to be going with Leather Coat, and I will tell you guys why, so let's go ahead and hop out to the car. Okay, so here we are at our brand new 2023 Dodge Ram Rebel. This is the Lunar Edition, so it was just the color spec that we wanted. But why am I using Leather Coat on this vehicle? Well, it's a truck, it sits up higher. I have 2 kids and my wife is not as tall as I am. The reason behind that, or my thought process is 2 things with this, right? It's a good and a bad. And for me, from my personal experience, it does leave the surface of your vehicle completely coated and slightly slick. Now, some of you may hate that, some of you may love it. For me, in this purpose, I love it for this exact reason. Because my kids are going to be sliding in and out of this, these seat bolsters are going to get a lot of wear and tear. The more protection you have it and a little bit of slickness to it, so it's not just grabbing and pulling, it's going to preserve that leather for a lot longer. This is also going to work on your, your synthetic leathers and all that kind of stuff, vinyl seats. This will work for all that to help prevent cracking. This has UV inhibitors in it, so it helps block out the UV and keep everything looking good. Staying nice, soft, supple, but again, it does leave the surface a little bit slick, which does go away over time, so keep that in mind. But for my purposes here, this is the exact choice that I want to go with. All right, guys, so anytime you're applying any kind of protectant to your leather, you want to make sure the surface is completely clean. So that's what we're going to do first. I actually didn't need to vacuum in here, so but I did take a blower and blow and kind of just hit all the seats to make sure there's no gunk left behind. Right, so we did that. Now for the cleaning step, I'm going to be using Kokemi Polestar. The seats in this car are not bad. Again, this vehicle is new, but there are some things like this here, if you guys can see that. Just my kids kind of sitting there, bonking their feet up against here. It's been raining, so that happens. But anyways, it's not terrible. That should come up really easily. So what I'm going to be using is a Scrub Ninja. This is the Ninja Max, where it has the same brush material on both sides, but this one or a standard Scrub Ninja will work perfectly fine, as well as Polestar. Again, it's not bad in here, so I have this diluted down about 20-1. So 1 part product, 20 parts water. I'm just going to apply it straight onto the Scrub Ninja. And you can actually use a foaming sprayer for this as well, which I really like to do, but I just didn't have any here with me. So we're going to do that. As you can see, this leather is perforated, so I'm going to start on the side bolsters first, and then work my way over here so I don't clog any of the pores. So just go over quickly, right? We're just going to hit the whole area, get it all prepped. Here we go. Make sure to get inside these little cracks as well. You want to get everything nice and dialed in. Okay, front of the seat, side of the seat, all that good stuff. And then simply grab a microfiber towel and mop this up. And then we'll wait for this to dry out properly as well. So I'm just gonna grab a little basic, this is just a Costco microfiber towel. We're not doing anything crazy here. We're just cleaning stuff up, wanting to absorb the product. And this product is it's pH neutral, guys. So sometimes you wanna, wipe down the surface with a wet cloth or something to neutralize the area. This is pH neutral. I never do. I never have any issue with that. So here we go. Alrighty, so that is it for the preparation. The area is ready to go. We will move on to the leather coat. Leather coat now. But before I do that, I'm just gonna go around the rest of the car real quick, get this all prepped, including the back of the seats, because there's always feet hitting here. I want this protected as well. So hang on, I'm gonna fast forward through this, and then we'll get to the application. Alrighty guys, so the cleansing is all done, right? A little pro tip, if you're worried about leaving any sort of moisture behind, just hit it with your blowgun again, right? Use that air to dry everything out and get it all nice and perfect. Now, let's go ahead and move on to the leather coat. Very, very simple and easy product to apply, guys. They do state to use a microfiber applicator, but if you wanted to, you could just take a microfiber towel, fold it up, and then use that as the applicator, but you just want to kind of put it on in a nice, even, consistent way. So that's why I do prefer to use a applicator, but again, you don't have to. So I like to go ahead and just shake the product up, make sure it's all stirred up well, spray it directly onto the microfiber applicator. I will normally do this outside of the vehicle so I don't get overspray, but for this purpose, guys, I want to show you. But I'll just spray it in here. Get nice even coverage. You actually don't, that was more product than I actually need, to be perfectly honest. This stuff goes quite a long way. So what I'm gonna do now is just take this and apply it evenly throughout the whole interior of the vehicle. So just like so, overlapping passes. You don't have to go crosshatch if you don't want to. It's just overlapping passes just to make sure you're getting nice even coverage. And then all you do is wait 15 minutes, they state. So I don't know if I always wait 15 minutes, to be perfectly honest. A lot of times I'll just go around, do the whole vehicle's interior, then come back and buff it out. But they state 15 minutes to let the product kind of set up on the leather. Okay. And then I'll just kind of mop up any, this is where I started. It went on a little heavy there, so I'm just mopping it up. Make sure to get into all your seams. Okay, and then the front of the seat as well. That area is now done. We're gonna come back to that after we finish the rest of the interior. So again, normally I'd spray this outside, but we're just, for educational purposes, I'm gonna hit the back of the seat. And this is one of those things, this little door opens up here. And so I'm gonna just go around the whole vehicle just doing it like this. And then I'll come back around once I'm buffing it out and getting it all perfect. I'll come back around, open this up and get the inside of it. But as you can see, guys, this product goes a very long way. I'm not gonna reapply, we're just gonna keep going. And as you can see, it just keeps going. It is safe on all surfaces, like I said, which is why I like this. And in this case, the Ram Rebel, it's leather and then fake leather and then vinyl. Is a lot of materials going on in here. So having something that works on everything and gives a nice protective finish is exactly what I'm looking for. So again, guys, I haven't reapplied after doing that spot, and it's just going on nicely as well still. So very, very good product here. I might go a little bit thicker on the vinyl. I don't know if it's just not picking it up, but I don't see it going on as well. So I'll probably add a little bit more there. But that's it, guys. I'm just gonna go around. You can see that this is starting to flash out a little bit, right? So it's not gonna leave a super high glossy finish. It's gonna leave a nice satin kind of natural finish. But again, like I said, it does make it a little bit slick just from the protectant in there. This is a sealant for your leather. So keep that in mind. Again, for my purposes on this vehicle, it's the absolute perfect choice. On my Porsche as well, because it's so low, I have to sit down and then pivot across. And man, when the leather starts to dry out a little bit, I know I'm abrading that surface, and I don't want to be doing that. So I do use this on the bolsters. I'll use this as a base coat, and then I always kind of follow up with Leather Star as a maintenance product. I really like Kokemi Leather Star as well. But yeah, for just where I'm worried about abrasion especially, this stuff is fantastic. And they don't advertise abrasion resistance. It's not like something that they promote for this product, but because it is, it does add some slickness to it. It's definitely helping prevent abrasions. So I'm gonna keep going around, guys. The rest of the truck, I'm gonna get the back of the seats and all that kind of good stuff as well. And then we will revisit after the 15 minutes is up. Alrighty, guys, so the 15 minutes is up. We're gonna go ahead and revisit this back section here. And if you look closely, I have streaks going, right? So they actually recommend to buff that just using a microfiber towel. In this case though, I don't think it's gonna come up. And I'm wrong, it's coming up nicely. I've had other instances where it didn't wanna buff out as nice. And we're getting some of that actually. So what I do in that case is I take a little bit of the product and just lightly saturate my microfiber towel and then just go over it and do a nice final buff out. Like so. And what that does is just helps to kind of moisten the area so you can get a nice perfect finish. And I'll go over the whole thing doing that. So again, guys, that is the whole process with this stuff. Very, very easy to use, easy to apply. Again, fantastic protection. And in my case, for this purpose on this vehicle, and I'll ask my customers a lot of times with this stuff, if they have kids and they're worried about certain things, I think this does such a good job providing UV protection, also protection against spills, dirt, and then transfer. So especially if you have a lighter colored interior, man, there's nothing worse when you're wearing blue jeans or something like that and it transfers onto that bolster, and sometimes it's really hard to get out. So this will help prevent that from even happening. So that's it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and finish buffing all this out to a nice perfect finish, and then we'll talk in a second. So there you have it, Gyeon Leather Coat. Again, guys, they have leather shield as well, which is more a traditional ceramic type coating, SiO2 infused coating. The reason I go with this is it's an easy all-around solution for everyone. It's really easy to apply for the DIYer, for the professional. They say about 3 months protection out of this. I don't know. I always, I just kind of assess it as I go, but I'd say that's probably pretty accurate depending on your usage. But it's a fantastic product, highly recommend it. Again, if you're interested in this, I'll have a link down in the description below for all the products I use today, so you guys can check that stuff out. But that is it for today's video, so thanks so much for watching. Please make sure to like the video, make sure you're subscribed, turn on that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one.